notes today, we are going to first refer to section 7.1, and we're going to do an example just like what you did in your homework last night and in the notes from last night, because I want to show you how this example is different from the example that we're going to do today. Okay, so it says, recall from section 7.1, the perimeter of a rectangle is 84 feet. So first, we need a rectangle with the perimeter of 84 feet, yes? This is from section 7.1. Yes, this example is. The ratio of the length to the width is 4 to 3. So we put a 4 and we put a 3. But if we calculated the perimeter based upon just 4 and 3, that would not give us 84. So we put 4x and 3x. Donovan, put it away. Guys, electronic devices should not be out at this time. This is notes. Okay, if you're using it for a calculator, yes. But games, texting, music, no. Okay, so how do you find perimeter? Okay, of any figure, you add up all the sides, right? And this says 4 sides, so you have to add up 4 things. Well, you know that this is also 4x and 3x. So 4x plus 3x plus 4x plus 3x equals 84. 14x equals 84 if you combine like terms there. Divide. And I believe you get 6. But it says to go further and find the actual length and the width. So if x is 6, then the length is 4 times 6, so 24 feet. And the width is 3x, so 3 times 6, so the width is 18 feet. Okay, so now let's look at how this example is just a little bit different. A pool and a patio around the pool are similar rectangles, okay? So in here, this is your pool, this is your water, yes? And then you have the patio that goes around the pool. So it says find the ratio of the length of the patio to the length of the pool. So we're going to do patio over pool. That's the order in which you need to do it. So how long is the patio? 48 feet. And how long is the pool? 32 feet. Can we reduce those? Do they have like terms? Yes. So the feet cancel and we can reduce 48 and 32 both by what? We could reduce by 2, but something bigger. What goes into them bigger? 8. What else? 16. 16 goes into 48 3 times, and 16 goes into 32 2 times. Find the ratio of the perimeter of the patio to the perimeter of the pool. Well, what do we know about the perimeter ratio compared to the sides? It's the same, yes? So 3 to 2. Calculate the perimeter of the pool using the formula. I don't know why this didn't, it should be in your note packet, but it didn't transfer on here. Nice. Does it show 2L plus 2W on there, on yours? Yeah. Or add up all the sides. It is the exact same thing if you add up all the sides or you use 2 times length plus 2 times width. Okay? But we're doing it of the pool, and the pool is 32 by 16. So we're going to say perimeter equals 2 times 32 plus 2 times 16. So we get 64 plus 32. So the perimeter is 96 feet for the pool. Now, are we able to find the perimeter of the patio using that same formula?
Yes.
Do we have enough information?
No.
We only have the length. We don't have the width. Okay? But check it out. It says find the perimeter of the patio using a proportion. A proportion looks like this. A ratio equal to a ratio. What's the ratio of the perimeters? What's the ratio of their perimeters? 3 to 2, right? Part B. And this is patio over pool, right? That's the order we found it in Part B. So if we have the perimeter of the pool is 96, should that go on top or bottom? Bottom, because that's where the pool information is. And we want to find the perimeter of the sidewalk, or whatever it is, perimeter of the patio. So we're going to call that X. You could call it any variable you want. How do you solve a proportion? Cross multiply. Should it be bigger or smaller than 96? Should what you give for X be bigger or smaller than 96? Okay, why smaller? Why bigger? The patio is bigger than the pool, right? So make sure that your answer makes sense. Cross multiply and solve. Go. Check yours with mine. Any questions? Okay, last one. A pentagon, how many sides does that have? 5. A pentagon has a side length of 4.5 feet and a perimeter of 22.5 feet. What is the perimeter of a similar polygon with a side length of 2 feet? So we have 2 similar pentagons. Okay? And we know that the side length of one of them is 4.5 and the perimeter is 22.5. It says, what is the perimeter of a similar pentagon with 2 feet side lengths? So this one has a side of 2 and a perimeter which we do not know. How do we find it? We have to write a proportion so that we can cross multiply, right? Okay, so set up a proportion. Remember, a proportion looks like this. A ratio set equal to a ratio. So a fraction equal to a fraction. So I'm going to do the side in the first one over the side in the second one equals the perimeter in the first one over the perimeter in the second one, which I don't know, so I'm going to call that X. You could call it any variable that you want. Then cross multiply and solve. Should you get something bigger or smaller than the perimeter that they gave you, 22.5 for the first figure? Smaller, right? Because the side length is shorter. So try it. Check yours with mine. Questions?